Hi, this is Bernard Brault with OTN Systems. This is a video, part of a video series I'm doing on showing you how to use Extran and configuring a network. So here's the a picture of the network. And in the past, what I did is I created some tunnels, and now I'm going to create a service. So let's say, for example, that the control center is at node 1120 right here. That would be the primary control center. And somehow far away in the network, deep down across multiple sites and rings and so on, that you need to create a service to, let's say, node 5010 right here, and that's got to be a 20 meg Ethernet service between two sites. I'll show you how to do this. So first and foremost is that on MPLS you need to have tunnels to get across. In MPLS TP you need to have a tunnel to get across. You cannot just like Ethernet tie basically connect the port there and everybody's participating in the same LAN. So the traffic is segregated, and tunnels is the way to do it, just like STS was for SONET and VTs and so on. And the MPLS world, it's LSPs and tunnels, which are bidirectional LSPs, by the way. Basically what's interesting here is that I have sort of a main ring that's highlighted. Let me remove the highlight. So in order to interconnect there from here to here, I already have the tunnels created, and what I plan to do is use 3 of them. First one being the main ring right there, and I plan to traverse this blue ring, go across the purple one right there, the light blue, and then jump in a multi-point tie site here, and here's the tie right there. And in order to reach this one, I'm going to jump into ring number 5. All right, and this is going to be done through virtual forwarding instances in these between these different rings. All right, so let's go ahead and create the service, and let's give it a fancy name, and let's call it 20 meg Ethernet. All right, 20 meg Ethernet. Okay, so it's port base. It could be VLAN base, but let's leave it port base. And so let's say at the control center, then we're gonna take this particular port right there and go to, as I discussed before, this port right here. Alright, so the ports are selected. As you can see, the selection is also shown right here in the table. So it's node 1120, the control center, interface 3, port 4. And if I go down here, I see that it's node 5010, interface 3, port 4. So whatever selection I did right here, as you can see, that's the same thing as doing the actual port selection visually. So let's reselect this. Alright, so the next step is to actually select the tunnels, and that's the purpose of this discussion here. So of course, as I can see here, I gotta go from here to there, so somehow I need to find interconnecting different tunnels to get there. So this is part of a ring number 1, so let's pick ring 1 right here, and let's select subring number 2 right here. There you go, subring number 2, subring number 6, I see is going to be needed. Finally, let's use the tie here between 5040 and 6060 right there. And last step is ring number 5. Let's take a look at the overall picture, and there we have it, the 2 endpoints, and basically 3 number of different tunnels connected through virtual forwarding instances. The next step is this is going to be a low priority. Let's say it's going to be all large frames, and we said this was going to be a 20 meg. So either we're going to give 20 meg to the end user, or we're going to use 20 meg on MPLS, and it depends. It's who's going to pay the tax here, because obviously it's going to be overhead. But let's be generous, and let's give the end user here, so it's endpoint base, and we're going to give the end user 20 meg of throughput. So effectively what he's going to see is basically that we're going to assume the overhead. So this service is going to consume more than 20 meg on the core network, but the end user is going to see 20 meg service. All right, next. The pseudo wire labels are assigned. Here's an overview of what we're doing. And it's showing me basically a node 1120, interface 3 port 4, going to this particular 5010 across these different tunnels, and it's showing you basically the amount of bandwidth that's going to be consumed across the network. And we're satisfied with this. Pseudo wire labels. And finish. Alright. Now if we go back to the actual network and we highlight this 20 meg service, there it is. So from here to there, going across this sort of highlighted yellow section of the network across multiple tunnels. And the tunnels are shown here that are used. So as we can see, the 20 meg service is going across ring 1, subring 2, 6, ring 5, and the tie right there. That's showing right here, and we could certainly highlight this here. Another good way to look at it is if you want to see what tunnels are being used, is this view right here. So what is showing me is basically that we have a 20 meg Ethernet that's using ring 1, 2, subring 6, the tie, ring 5, and it's basically using all the various links that I'm showing here and going across all these nodes. So this graph here is a way to show you the relationship between nodes, tunnels, links, and so on. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this.